There's a recent article that came out showing the fastest growing suburb in all of Utah is Eagle Mountain. So you're thinking about moving to Eagle Mountain. We're going to tell you all the things to expect if you want to live in Eagle Mountain. And in fact, the Salt Lake Board of Realtors recently came out and said that Eagle Mountain had the most single family units sold in the last quarter of 2024. There's a reason why a ton of people are moving out there. And in this video, we're going to tell you all the good and the bad of living in Eagle Mountain, Utah. Here's a quick description of Eagle Mountain in case you've never been there. It is one of the fastest growing suburbs in all of Utah. In fact, it has a 9% year-over-year growth in terms of population. If you were to go to Eagle Mountain 10 years ago, you would see nothing but desert. And now if you were to go visit Eagle Mountain, you would see tons of development, tons of new construction homes, and really a built-up of the overall infrastructure. One thing that a lot of buyers want to know and understand is when you get into these new developments early and you get into these building suburbs early on, before prices skyrocket, you can really take advantage of being there before the big boom. Now, yes, it's growing very quickly, but it's not too late. And if you want to learn a little bit more about Eagle Mountain and maybe even get your own private tour, make sure to reach out to us. Our contact information is below. We would love to help you make that smooth move to Salt Lake City and explore a suburb like Eagle Mountain. Let's talk a little bit about the real estate in Eagle Mountain. It is significantly less expensive than the rest of Salt Lake County and really Utah County as well. The median home price is around $527,000. That is much lower than the county average, which is well over $600,000. So if you're looking to get into an affordable area, Eagle Mountain might be the place for you. Because Eagle Mountain is such a rapidly growing area, you're seeing tons of new construction. So if you like the idea of living in a brand new community, really all of the builders are buying up land out there to build these new subdivisions, whether it's Edge Homes, Ivory, D.R. Horton. There are massive communities being built right now that really have everything you could possibly want. Whether you're looking for a single family home, a townhome, or a condo, you will find it in Eagle Mountain. And you're going to get some awesome builder incentives from these builders offering to give you concessions to buy down your interest rate or to cover your closing costs. If you like the idea of having tons of homes to choose from, you should definitely consider Eagle Mountain. There's well over 150 active listings, just new construction. That is an insane amount of homes that they're building right now. And if you want to be picky when it comes to what type of house you want to live in or exactly how big of a lot you want, Eagle Mountain is where you can be a little bit picky because there's so much inventory to choose from. Not only that, but a lot of these builders such as Edge Homes, Ivory, D.R. Horton are offering really good buyer incentives if you're going to move out to Eagle Mountain. So not only are you going to get a new house, you're going to get a brand new community, and you're oftentimes going to get concessions from the builder to either cover closing costs or do an interest rate buy down. Here are some of the most appealing aspects to living in Eagle Mountain. The first has to be the fact that it's in the Alpine School District. Now, Utah is the youngest state in the entire country, and a lot of people have young kids. So how a school district ranks is very important for a lot of people when they're deciding where they want to live. The good news is Eagle Mountain being in the Alpine School District has some really cool things going for it. Here's a couple of key facts. The Alpine School District has 84,000 students broken up between 60 elementary schools, 12 middle schools, and 12 high schools. It is the #1 rated school district in all of Utah County and is also ranked #3 overall for athletes in the entire state of Utah. Another appealing characteristic is the fact that you're most likely going to get either a brand new home or a very new home, which is going to come with less deferred maintenance. You're also going to get the newest technology, whether that's efficiency in your heating and cooling systems, and you're going to get a little bit bigger size lots. Now, if you like the idea of having a little bit more land and you like that more rural aspect, Eagle Mountain might be a great fit. For a lot of people moving to Utah, they like the idea of living in a more rural lifestyle, whether it's the mountain views or just having a little bit more landscape to explore. Eagle Mountain is definitely as far west as you can really go in terms of a suburb. So a lot of people that like that more mountain or rural lifestyle will want to move to a place like Eagle Mountain. Not only are the housing communities brand new, but because you're seeing so many people move here, you're seeing a lot of new commercial space pop up as well. And you're seeing a lot of new local businesses popping up near Eagle Mountain to really facilitate just how many people are living in that area. A lot of these key employers are the tech startup companies that you can find in the Silicon Slopes of Lehi. Because Saratoga Springs is in close proximity to a place like Lehi, you have a lot of people that are relocating to the Silicon Slopes for their job, but they like the idea of living in a little more rural area like Eagle Mountain. Now, a lot of people might be concerned about living in Eagle Mountain because of potential job opportunities and being far away from downtown Salt Lake City. There's a lot of job opportunity and job growth with the Silicon Slopes in Lehigh, and because you have Saratoga Springs and Eagle Mountain all in close proximity to the Silicon Slopes area, there's a lot of job opportunity and job growth for people that want to live in Eagle Mountain. Now, just like there's a lot going on in Eagle Mountain, I think it's also important for people to understand what some of the potential drawbacks would be if you decide to live in this area. The first has to be the lack of infrastructure when it comes to the freeway system actually getting to Eagle Mountain. There's really only one main corridor, and it can get very backed up in the middle of traffic. And the fact that they're still working and developing on the Mountain View corridor, that might be a several-year project before there's enough built-in infrastructure to allow a smooth flow of traffic to and from Eagle Mountain. Because Eagle Mountain is such a new area, you really see a lack of overall restaurants and shopping centers and grocery stores. Now, those things will probably come in the future, but if you're living in Eagle Mountain in the next year or two, you might have to be a little bit patient before you start to see that buildup of the commercial space really to overall match the growth and the population increase in the suburban area of Eagle Mountain. The last consideration is that Eagle Mountain is a little bit far out there, and because it's more rural, it might feel a little bit more off the beaten path. Some people really like that aspect, and some people might not like that they have to commute a little bit further, but keep in mind it is right around the corner from Saratoga Springs, which really has everything you need. With nearly 300 single-family homes sold in a single quarter and well over 150 active listings just with new construction, I think it's pretty easy to see why so many people are moving to Eagle Mountain. If you want to learn a little bit more about what it's like to live in Eagle Mountain, make sure to reach out to us. Our contact information will be in the description below. You can reach out to us by giving us a call, a text, or an email. We would love to help you explore the Eagle Mountain area. And of course, if you have any questions about what it's like to live here in Salt Lake City, we would love to help answer your questions, whether you're going to move here in 5 days or 5 months.